Previously on Blue Bloods, well, this is the police. We fielded a few questions at our first press conference, and we got to know Jack Boyd, our protagonist, the chief of police. We also met the dishonorable Mayor Rogers, pretty much a dick, a guy that fired us and asked us if we could keep it squeaky clean in our last 180 days. Advice that we promptly disregarded as we turned our attention to our deputy Kendrick, who gave us a name of people that could funnel money to us off the books to secure our quote-unquote pension. So we've got a little bit to think about. Among those names, what was somebody that, is a mafioso, a fella named Christopher G. Sand, a denim-wearing mobster. Now, whether or not we will accept said monies remains to be seen. At any rate, thanks for joining me for this, the second episode of This is the Police. Yeah, and who are the police? So far, they seem to be a very small group there in Freeburg. A group that utilizes fear and surprise, whatever that means. So, yeah, this is automatic for automatic games. I appreciate you joining me for this, the second episode. And again, I don't know how long this series will last. I'm not confident in its staying power. It is day 3. Again, we don't know what year it is. Francis Kendrick announces retirement date. Poor Francis. Anyways, let's see. I accidentally broke my bathroom mirror while I was getting ready for work. My dad always said that it's 7 years bad luck, but I know that's a silly superstition. It'll probably only last 7 hours, but it might be a good idea for me to take the day off. What do you think? Nope. Roy says, yesterday I lost a bet and swallowed my car key. Last night I was shitting blood. I think I better go to the hospital. Yeah, you should probably visit the ER. And Birch, I got tickets to go watch the filming of a TV show. I've always wanted to be on TV. Can I have the day off? Nope. Okay, we do have some promotions to give out, but I don't know any of these officers well enough to be doling out promotions. So that will have to wait. Let us turn our attention to Freeburg. We're dealing with Shift A here. We already have a report of vandalism at St. John's Cathedral. Received a frightened call from the local cathedral this morning. The abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols, and some have been broken into pieces. It seems that there are even marks from a shovel, but the abbot would say no more. We're going to send out Stovall and Birch Jr. They'll head over there code 1, because I think this is a priority 3 call. Again, I don't really control any of the priority. It's just fun to say. Vandalism at Atticus Tower. Businessman Harley Jones, looking out of his window, saw 2 teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. Wonder if they were satanic. Because these vandals were busy last night. We're going to send Vandal, Birch, and Samadhi. So yeah, here we are. Seems rather quiet for the time being. We already got a report on that vandalism. Situation is code 4. The offender has been caught. Well done, Stovall and Birch Jr. Got a suspicious individual at Eddie's Burgers. A waitress named Mila reports that she just served a chicken Eddie, whatever that is, and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television just this morning. The culprit is sitting at the window eating a burger. That's what you do at Eddie's Burgers. Anyways, we are sending Robbins and Grant. They'll head over there, code 3. Got another report on that vandalism. Check that out here momentarily. Got a report on the suspicious individual, too. As to the vandalism, offender escaped. Is signal 3. Damn. Oh well. Not much we can do about that now. As to the suspicious individual, it's a false alarm. The waitress had mistaken retired officer Frank Nero for the fugitive in question. That's too bad. I always liked Frank. Okay, Sam Sorkin of the nightclub. He needs a bouncer. His bouncer is stuck on the toilet. So we're going to send Birch over there because I'm not too fond of the Birch boys. So might as well send Birch Sr. Might make a better bouncer than he does a cop. Well, at least we should hope so for Sam Sorkin's sake. There's a little bit of alliteration for you right there. Okay, drug sales. Christopher G. Sands, Ice Arena. An anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skating rink is selling crack to teenagers. And don't they all? We're gonna send out Robbins and Grant. They seem to get good results sometimes. Oh, we've got a suicide threat. On Fleet Street, a naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favorite chewing gum becomes popular again. We're gonna send Stovall and Birch Jr. We cannot dictate whether or not his chewing gum becomes popular, so all we can do is try to intervene.
Sorry, Chief, but I quit, and one night I pulled in more cash than I earned in a month working at this dump. Mr. Sorkin said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I just wasn't cut out to be a cop.
I could have told you that, Birch. And frankly, trading in Birch for $4,500 is a sweet, sweet deal. Now, if we can just get rid of Birch Jr., I think we'll be better for it. We're going to replace Birch, yeah, with Elias Vela here. Professionalism 600. That, my friends, is trading up. We might bring on Roberta Thompson, too, but we'll do that at a later time. Yeah, we'll hold off. Okay, we just witnessed a sunset. Breathtaking, isn't it? Drug sales. As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for the kids. Well, you know what? We're just gonna carefully watch from the stands. And in doing so, we allowed the clown to escape. We got an APB, a bolo on a clown. Alright. As to that suicide threat, situation has been resolved. The offender has been caught. His chewing gum will remain unpopular. Poor guy. And that ends the day. Yeah, we lost Birch. He's gonna be a bouncer. Good for him. I hope he's happy. Robespierre to reveal his identity, quote, when the time is right, unquote. I don't know who Robespierre is. I suppose we'll find out. And enemies using feminists to destroy Freeburg. Well, it's the same story coast to coast.
Hello?
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots.
Screaming, shake it, baby.
In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son, I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
So Sally is our elderly bounty hunter. Absolutely no
Hello.
incineration,
Mrs.
Sally.
Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriend.
Damn, dude.
You're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Damn,
Let's not go
lady.
back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin.
So is his hair.
Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Wow. He's not very nice to Sally, nor is she to he. Okay, Price says my mother was just hit by a car. She's been rushed to the hospital. Yeah, take the day off. Please. I mean, that's a valid excuse, I would say. Much better than Burge with, I've always wanted to be on a TV show. So, now we turn our attention to Shift B. Got destruction of property, City Hall parking lot. Yeah, destruction of property. A member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot carrying a long iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards, thieves, bloodsuckers." He must be talking about us. We're gonna send Kochi and Austin. We'll take care of that. We've got a homicide in the ghetto. Black activist Ronnie Moore was found shot outside his home. Okay, so we're putting Mull as the lead detective and DeBrito as her assistant. As her second, as it were. What the hell? Fire all black cops. Is that seriously from City Hall? Anyways, we've got a carjacking in the suburbs. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Surveillance camera, so it can't be the 50s or 60s. Oh, maybe it's the 70s. We're gonna send Yancey and Asano. And yeah, I am trying to keep to the same pairings. So what is this about firing all black cops? A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. Races are getting more and more followers, and even some of our citizens are supporting them. You need to fire all your black employees in the next 2 days, because that will diffuse racial tensions. That's ridiculous. I don't think so. Isn't it election year? Okay, we're code 4 with the destruction of property. Kochi and Austin achieved decent results as the offender has been caught. As to the homicide, how does this? Okay, so we have statements. They drove by in a sedan and they shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. Just super. I only heard a few muffled shots. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time, and recently there's been lots of cursing and carrying on. I don't like cursing or carrying on. I don't remember the car, and the neighborhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. She must be deaf.
The police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine and was nearly hit by some idiot's car.
Well, we don't really have any leads other than those witness accounts. Let's see. Suspicious individual at Desire Park. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals seated on a bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and he's taken several photographs of them. No. Purdy and Tsubaki are headed out there. The driver is nowhere to be seen. I'm gonna wait a safe distance for the driver to appear. What? Asano's dead. We have an officer down. The offender's been caught, but Asano is dead. That's crazy. That's crazy. They didn't even call in for backup. Do they call in for backup in this game? I should hope so. I guess Yancey and Asano were ambushed. I don't know. As to that suspicious individual taking pictures of kids, Purdy and Tsubaki have captured him. They're just upset that they didn't find any adult porn videos. As you recall, that's what they're into. Okay, the Dragon's Lair Club. It's a martial arts club, and they're looking for our best cop. Okay. And they might teach the cop a few more tricks. We're going to send Koji over there. She is our best cop. I hope she doesn't decide she likes martial arts better than policing, like Birch did with bouncing. That would be disheartening. Okay, we've got to fill the role that was occupied by Asano. Yeah, so let's see. Roberta Timpson, perhaps? Of course, she's black. I mean, in the face of it being told to fire all black cops, I'm about to hire one? I don't know. We'll just go ahead. Yeah. You know what? We're going to hire Johnny here. Iwamoto. Yeah. I'm not comfortable doing that. I'm so tempted to hire Roberta. Okay, we also need a detective. We'll hire Robert Sherrow. Oh, Roberta, those eyes. I want you on my team. And so I'm going to do it. Mayor Rogers be damned. Okay, as to that homicide, we got 3 new frames. So how this works is you've got to put the frames in order. And we might just do that, but not right now. There's a fight at Kevin's Throat Bar. Kevin's Throat Bar? A bartender reports that a couple dancers started fighting over tips, and a catfight broke out right on stage. I bet it's raining money. We're going to go ahead and send Purdy and Tsubaki, because that's the kind of thing they're into, and we'll send Austin as well, just for the hell of it. Fight at the Octopus. A bartender reported that a fight has broken out between a patron and the bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, has climbed onto the stage while a local singer was performing and tried to sing a duet with her. At any rate, we sent Yancey on that. Okay, so Kochi's still wanting to be on the force, but she wants to take the rest of the day off. That's fine. And her professionalism has improved. So that's cool. I guess not all of those special duty assignments result in an officer quitting. Okay, on the stage there are 2 strippers going at it, and one's beyond arguing to. It's gone beyond arguing to a full cat fight. We're gonna shut off the music and turn up the lights. Most of the drunks are just happily watching the fight. Strippers continue fighting, oblivious of the police presence. Well, time to get in there. Get in there, Purdy and Tsubaki. You want to. And so they do, and that was the right move. The offender has been caught. Situation is code 4. We are bringing strippers back to the jail. Shake it, baby. Yancey was unable to catch the offender at the Octopus restaurant, the drunken brawler who got up on stage. I guess it wasn't a brawler, he just wanted to sing a duet. That's all. No big deal. Okay, there ends the lesson, or there ends the shift. Sorry, I couldn't help but quote Sean Connery from Untouchables. It happens from time to time. You know what? That's where I'll end it, on a Sean Connery quote. And not the one that is usually quoted from Untouchables. What way? I guess that one's, I'm not even going to try to do his voice. You want to know how to get... No, see, I can't even... you want to know how to get Capone. One of his guys pulls a knife. I can't even do it. I'm putting myself on the spot, and that makes me uncomfortable. It makes my ass itch. It doesn't. And besides, that's what moist towelettes are for. Actually, moist towelettes are for your face, right? They give those to you at dinner. So I'm wrong on that number. But, you know, you can use them on your ass. On that profound note, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. This is Automatic for Automatic Games. I appreciate you watching. If you like this, and if you are subscribed, I will talk to you soon, friends. Hold it. You know what? Moist towelettes are for your hands. You can use them for your face. I think I probably have at a good barbecue joint. But I was thinking flushable wipes anyways. Now, I'll leave that there. I'll come off it. Honestly, what the hell am I talking about at this point? At this juncture, I just seem to be jibber-jabbling.